Did I cut you off?
No, I don't know what I was doing actually. I was waiting for you.
I guess we'll just say, welcome back to the Pro League, guys. This is going to be our third match of the night. It's going to be SK versus Dignitas, a Viking matchup.
Yeah. I mean, they took their sweet time getting on the server as well. So,
yeah, they did.
Don't know. I think they had also like a ping issue, even though both teams are in Denmark. It's a bit weird. I don't know how that works, but they had to switch servers a couple of times. So anyway, we should be getting on with the game here. And I think they were on Inferno. Yeah, this could be a really fun game. It's always a little bit interesting to see domestic matchups because all of these players will have played with each other a lot in various scrims and maybe in teams. And yeah, there's just always a little bit more fun to it, it seems like.
Yeah, it is going to be on Inferno.
Yeah. I thought so.
Page? Load? Page?
No.
Okay, I guess not.
Internet is gone. Well, I mean, what do you think? SK's performance against Envy on Train, they didn't win it, but, I think they did better than I expected anyway.
Yeah.
Dignitas, on the other hand, the other day were also looking pretty damn strong.
I think that's in large part due to Freeze. Freeze and Config, between the two of them, they were doing like really big work versus Envy. I mean, Freeze in the pistol round, that seemed like he seemed to really start off strong. Okay.
But Dignitas, when they were playing on Cobblestone yesterday, AC, just racking up kills left and right. I mean, Dignitas were looking so good on that map. What was the first half? It was like ridiculous for them, wasn't it?
I still think we kind of have to put Dignitas above SK right now. Just as it stands, Dignitas, they have experience with this lineup. They've been together long enough. I mean, even with Schneider added in, it's not as huge a change as like the change in leadership for SK, and then obviously bringing in Madi as well. But no shenanigans in this knife round. They're going straight at it.
And also, Dignitas having qualified for a major tournament means they've got a lot of pressure on them to improve and just to make everything work at this point in time. They will be winning the knife round and starting on the CT side, and SK Gaming on the Terror side. So we've got mostly a sort of a Dane versus Dane lineup here, but there's a Swedish player on either team as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, a little bit of I like that, a little bit of a combination just to shake things up. But I mean, Madi, does he count as a Swede?
I don't know. He has been living in Denmark for a while.
Exactly, right? He's been there long enough where he might be a convert by now.
Yeah, it could have been.
We kind of just have to give him he's just been accepted into the Danish population. Okay, well, enough of that. We're going to be getting into the pistol round, and they are just going super aggressive right now. AC just. What was that? That's that moment where you're like, put on the brakes, turn around, and it's too late. You've already driven off the bridge.
That was slightly nuts, especially as there was no one following him, no kind of flashbang in from apps or anything. He just went for it. Schneider gonna go a little bit aggressive here as well, takes the fight against Config and drops him down to 60, but he himself even lower than that, and he's gonna go for it again here. Grenade on out as well. This might be his end. He's gonna drop. He did not do enough damage, I think, for that to be worth it.
No, they're getting this is Dignitas trying to force things, really, and yeah, it's just not gonna happen. SK just roll over them in the end with the numerical advantage. I mean, SK Gaming, they just had everything going for them after getting those 2 entry kills on the A site. But yeah, that felt like really, well, I suppose Dignitas being a man down with AC at the beginning, they kind of have to do something crazy to get back into the round. But yeah, that was like really intense from Schneider, just trying to force it out in the end. Nicely done, 2 headshots.
Kirby having a good time, but I mean, yeah, I think also AZ's rush down there. I mean, I think Dignitas are going to be coming into this game as well with a really strong feeling that we are the better team. We'll crush these fools, and it's that could be good if that kind of aggression really works. But it could also be a bit of a problem if suddenly SK turn out to be a bit tougher than maybe Dignitas were expecting.
Yeah, now it's going to be down to Dignitas basically to just calm down, deep breath, reset. And while, I mean, Kirby, it's nice that he managed to hold on to the Kevlar. Not going to be the huge advantage, like a big investment on his part, just a grand on a Deagle and a smoke. And it's not going to be the full buy. That's Dignitas have already shown that they've made the adjustment in their play, that they don't really go for the force buys in the second round anymore, that they try to prioritize nades in the first buy round rather than try and risk it all out of Envy. But that kind of peak you can go for, Kirby. I mean, if you get the headshot, it's super solid.
Wow. MSL, inspired by Kirby, wanted to do a little bit of Deagle action. He just gets grenaded to bits. Without the body armor, they do a lot of damage. So he's going to be gone. And second round here, even though there's a bit of damage on SCII, and it's still not really enough to I think shake SK too much. And they're playing this really well. You know, a bit of a stack over towards Banana, just making sure that they can clear that out while they've got one guy covering from behind. So with that kind of opening from KD with the SMG, it's going to be very tough, I think, for Dignitas to do much damage in this round. But Pimp might be in a position to do something.
Well, considering there were 3 kills over here, or 2 kills, they might be thinking that there's nobody left on this site. They are doing a good job of checking it out. SCII will be able to win in the end. It was a little bit too close for comfort there, though, down to 14 HP. But you have to give it to SK. They didn't actually just walk in there and assume once they got that second frag that that was it, that they had the bomb site to themselves. They still took the time to check everything out. So good attention to detail there for SK Gaming. You want to make sure that you're not really giving up those easy frags, making those mistakes that'll cost you. You want to keep all 5 players alive in this kind of situation.
They've just felt what happens on train, you know, when you suddenly start losing a lot of rifles, which Envy is really good at doing. So, yeah, it's going to be a good economic start anyway for the terrorist side this time around. And the fish over in that B-bomb site, they're going to be all gone, Semler.
Poor fish. What have they ever done to anybody? The thing is, though, is that they probably just existed. You know, I guess that's the thing with fish. You know, there's not enough there in a fish.
Have you ever had fish, Semler, like an aquarium of some sort, little fish tank?
Actually, we did way back when I was like a really young kid. We had fish, tiny little fish. You know, those little exotic, like really colorful ones.
You know, there's 2 fish in a tank. One says to the other, "Do you even know how to drive this thing?" We're going to be moving on here. It's Moddy and Freeze to open up with a couple of kills. There's a big stack at top, Banana, and a grenade runs out.
Isn't that a Gary Larson cartoon? Like little...
I have no idea.
I think that's a Gary Larson. I think I've read that before.
It could be, I saw it somewhere on the internet and thought, this is so dumb. I'm gonna have to try and... I think it worked just about as I had imagined.
Yeah, it did cause my brain to derail there. For a second, I was just like, okay, where's the joke in this? Right. No, 1 kill. Cadian.
What is this?
Is he actually...
Yes, Cadian. Oh, he almost got stamped down to 5 health. I love the effort that he put into that, you know. That looked like he really thought the matter through. But it's going to be finally a buy round here for Dignitas. They do have 3 M4A1s. Semler, are you excited?
That's right.
They haven't picked up a Zeus either or anything. I mean, you loving it?
Yeah, I like Cadian's AK as well. But, 3 M4A1s. That's right, bros. Good on you. Stay true.
Don't give up just yet.
Pew pew lasers all day.
It did work pretty well for them on Cobblestone. We'll see if they can do it again here. They are rushing up down Banana and trying to put a lot of pressure on here. MSL making sure that no one's holding that corner. They spray once again. MSL picking up a kill. They're coming through with this crossfire, and Kebu's there. A complete shutdown here. Freeze, last man left, and not a chance in hell to get this round back. The bomb is down as well. A 1 versus 5. It will be MSL picking up a quad kill. Great defense put up over at Banana, and just SK, after that initial spray, he emptied a whole clip and hit nothing. I think they thought, all right, maybe he's falling back, or at least we'll have a timing here. And Kebu was there as well. It was very good stuff.
Yeah, that was the perfect bait in from Dignitas. And that's just, I mean, that's unfortunate because MSL did start off flash, but he managed to tag them up. He had the angle down, so he got 1 kill, and he tagged the guys following up as well, so they get bogged down. That sets it up perfectly for that crossfire to work afterwards. Pretty much ideal situation. Multi-nade down to bottom mid, and they're going full all-out aggression here, and there it is. Moddy never knew what hit him. But Freeze is still around.
Yeah, gets a good kill, a very important kill, in fact, on MSL, and now they're sneaking up through the underpass here as well. A couple of shots being put up on Kirby, and Conflict waiting down here. This time it's Schneider's turn to make a graceful leap down there to take the shot. It's going to be a Cillian trying to follow up here. Cadian gets a kill. They are trading, and it's working out right now. It's 2 versus 2. SK stabilizing after all that fighting going on in the middle. Bomb they need to go back and pick up, but still, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's what's so dangerous about that mid push, and that's why it's kind of been phased out. You have teams that tend to go for it every now and again, and it's really just a luck of the draw. If you can catch them at bottom mid and like firmly catch them in that sandwich and mid banana and towards T-spawn, it's great. But if they've actually put a couple guys into second mid, it can fall apart like this, because all of a sudden then you're hoping for the crossfire. You may get that, as we saw with Madi, but then you're going to get caught in one as well.
Oh, but look at Pimp here. Are they going to check? This is a very unlikely spot for him to be in, so they might just walk past. He's going to instantly take the shot. Had he waited a second, then Freeze would have been there too, and it might have been all over here. No scope on Freeze, and now he's going to get the bomb down, and AC is miles away from the bomb site. So this is a mad round. This is what I was hoping for, Selma. Just, you know, back and forth, fierce action, and SK really sort of asserting themselves here, showing Dignitas this is not just going to be a run-over game.
No, man, this is a nightmare for AZ. What does he do? Smoke goes down, he flashes, that gives away his position. Now Freeze knows which way he's coming from. He's actually just going to go full YOLO, straight jump. Is he actually going to find him? No. Doesn't even check. He gives a cursory glance at Pit. AZ just takes a glance, but he doesn't actually get anything done in that situation. And once that smoke goes down on long, it's pretty much an impossible situation for him anyways.
So, a round that started off with a kill going in favor of Dignitas, a very aggressive move to push down the middle like that. Usually it's something that people do a little bit later on in the game, so I kind of like the fact that they try and spring it out this early. But Freeze was there with the first kill, and he also finished off the round, obviously, so a triple kill in total for him, and a very good job indeed. Now they do have money still on the Dignitas side, and they're going to go for a very similar setup here. MSL pushing in, this time no spamming, but anticipating a counter boost on the other side.
Yeah, and just a single nade as well. Trying to change up details here to catch SK Gaming off guard. AC just contemplating life. Knifing the wall, deciding he needed to do some interior decoration here. Might be able to get that timing down with the flash, so we'll see if he actually gets any joy out of that. But Madi, so far for him, it's a bit rough. He's down to 16 HP. SK Gaming have done a pretty good job of forcing nades out of Dignitas, though. That's the important thing to note. It's so important that they actually manage to make sure that there are as few smokes and flashes on the map as possible.
Yeah, I mean, 50 seconds left. They have this one on Kirby, and if they just move up here and put a little bit of pressure on, he might just like go over it a little bit too soon. He's got MSL spotting for him, so they're going to want to see if MSL can spot them before anything happens. That smoke goes in. Kirby going to put up his at 40 seconds, which is not such a bad timing. So, I mean, good job on Kirby to try and just keep it alive here. But once it's gone, they still have about 20 seconds to push through. And then Dignitas is just going to have to fight them straight up.
There we go. Flash in, and they've managed to fall back. They've got the crossfire scenario here as well. It was a deep Molotov behind new boxes, so this is actually going to be pretty ideal here for Dignitas if they can get this crossfire to work. And there we go. They actually keep it alive for a little bit longer. Nice nade onto Kirby. That's max damage, down to 21 HP, and he's just going to get pre-fired down, but that bought enough time for Pimp to get into position to at least trade.
Oh, and almost no time left here. Pimp, if he gets a shot, the bomb will go down, but Schneider's there to pick up a frag as well, and now it's all on Modi. Zoned out on Banana. He actually might as well run away at this point. There's pretty much no way he's going to be able to save this. So, first of all, he's got 16 health. He's got no grenades, and the bomb is so far back in the bomb site, it's not like he can just peek out in time to take a couple of shots. He'd have to fully commit to it. So, Modi, not much of a chance there. The round going to go to Dignitas.
No, Freeze unfortunately was in a position, yeah, the op was dropped over there. Yeah, Pimp just picked it up, so you can't even really get a big save out of this situation, out of this round. Just holds on to the AK. They get the bomb plant, and it looks like that's just enough to call for the force spy here on SK's side. So they want to keep the pressure up on Dignitas, which is the correct move to make in this situation. I mean, you could have gone for the eco and played it safe, but if you can afford to get 4 rifles, a Tech 9, and actually a pretty decent nade count, yeah, this is solid. SK, they just want to make sure that they don't allow Dignitas to get comfortable here. And now, well, Pimp, he was hitting crazy shots the other night, but it's not going to happen this time around. Misses that opening opportunity there.
If Dignitas can win this round, it seems like SK won't really have enough money to continue to buy. So, I mean, a lot, I think, hangs on the balance here. There's still nobody really running away with this game. So it's all about stringing together just a couple of rounds here, and you could be having a decent first half anyway. So, see if it's going to be Dignitas continuing to pick it up. This time they've got a lot more utility as well. They've not just the smokes that they just put down, but 3 Molotovs still to go.
And they do have 3 kits as well, so they do have time to play with. Minute has just ticked past now, and it is going to be the mid push. There's the flash setup from Freeze. It's going to go off right in the eye. And Pimp holding on short. AC gets caught, and this is it now. Can Pimp find the shot? He gets juked, and this is so scary. He does manage to back off just in the nick of time, but he loses his support in Schneider. It's all down to Pimp. Good flash to hold off the one. They needed to line up, though, and he's actually just going to get overwhelmed in the end.
Wow.
B defense rotating over, but the job is practically done here. It's so tough now for them to get this retake going.
Yeah, they need some really quick kills, and MSL is low on health as well. Kirby might have to do a lot of work here, and picks up the AK and runs away instead. A pretty good call. I mean, they would need a very, very fast kill to bring it back there. So Freeze, again, you know, he's just doing a really good job. 7, 1, and 2. Man.
This is his night. He seems to be just fired up. I mean, against Envy, it just wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough, no.
You need a couple of them to be hitting shots like that, the way Freeze is. But
yeah, but I mean, the other night too, I just, you know, it'd be interesting if we could get at least some sort of, like, you know, talk with Freeze and say, you know, where are you personally at this point? You know, where do you want this to go? Is it just a hobby, and because you used to play at a pro level, you're still you know, got a little bit left there, or are you willing to commit? We've seen, I mean, recently there was an interview with Sonic, and he said, if only I'd known that the game would be this big, I probably would have kept playing. Freeze, I mean, obviously was at a top level in 1.6. You got to wonder if maybe he's feeling a similar sort of, you know, wave coming at him there. You know, oh, you know, a little bit more if I get back in it.
Drive to achieve something here. I mean, when basically you get into a major with the sticker money, it's so huge.
Yeah. Well, grenade on down, and Modi and MSL having a fight here. A little bit dangerous because it's all about the headshots at this range. They're going to try and see if they can spray, and MSL will be able to get the shot there. But when you end up wood stack there, you can easily get dinked, and it is a little bit scary.
Yeah, and I mean, all these players, they just frag so hard. It's a really easy shot for them. So MSL actually manages to get out of that ahead, and now SK Gaming, they're down to 4 players, but they still have quite a few nades to work with, and they're right on the edge. There it is. Flash out. There's their opportunity. One guy into pit, and Pimp spots the man, and again, AC will be able to do big work there. 2 kills, keeping control of that situation, and Pimp still hasn't given away the fact that he's alive on this site. Just goes leaping down to get the final frag. Denies Schneider the pleasure of a double. But still, that was a solid hold from Dignitas. We need more like that, though, for Dignitas.
Yeah. But they might get a chance here. I mean, the fact is that SK just do not have enough money. This would be one of those really risky rounds where if they did go for Tech 9 armor, they could almost bury Dignitas in this first half because of the economic situation. But at the same time, if they don't, they sort of buy the Murray right back in. And because they've been trading rounds so effectively at SK, I feel like it's kind of warranted for them to just cool it down and say, we already got 5 rounds. You know, if we just if this pattern continues, we'll end up at like 8 rounds in this first half, which is great.
I'm thinking that it's also just like make sure that Freeze, if he's the one top fragging, if he's the one beasting right now, make sure that he has his op so he can continue doing so. Just make sure that you have everything that you need. So again, aggression here from Dignitas. They just early aggression at bottom banana, making sure that SK Gaming can't get too much map control early on. Does that even?
No. I don't know what Cillian is doing.
Just making noise, basically. Like, pay attention, pay attention. Hopefully this works. Yeah, look at this. He's just trying to max out on the noise.
Let it be a situation now where he's going to need some of those bullets. You know, he ends up running out, trapped in a corner with a Glock. Nice grenade. 91 damage to Freeze. Oh, touchdown. Freeze and Convict both gone in just a single HE there. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, now there's the flash. There's the peek. Pimp gets overwhelmed. Madi with that Tech 9 up close, and now Madi's got a gun to work with, that AWP, and he just runs out into the open.
I have no idea what Madi was just doing. That looked very confusing.
Is he trying to cut? I mean, he might have been trying to cut the rotation off, I guess, get into library, but... Okay, well, I guess, you know, you're just trying to go with the flow sometimes, and it doesn't always pan out for you, so... There we have it, guys. It is going to be the 10th round. Full buy for Dignitas. No surprise there. This is going to be the big key round for Dignitas, though. If they lose this one, again, they just get their money reset. SK Gaming, though, they are going to go for it, and Freeze doesn't even have the AWP, actually. So it's just AKs across the board, and I'm curious to see if they're going to try and go for a bit of a turn of speed, and there it is. Well, what a shot from MSL to open things up. Madi, it's just not his day. On Train, he was struggling, and it continues to be a bit of a rough job for him here on Inferno.
And I'm really wondering if this is like... This way of playing Banana is very, very reminiscent of what Glaive used to do. And it wasn't it Glaive, Pimp, MSL, Nila, and a couple of other... one other person on that whole lineup. So I'm sort of wondering if MSL remembers a little bit about how Glaive used to play Banana here. At least some sort of, you know, distant resemblance to it. It's kind of interesting. Very, very, very aggressive. To the point where some teams playing against Glaive would even like just try and stop taking banana so much because it was really tough.
Yeah, it was hard to just, I mean, well, SK kind of learned their lesson, right? Trying to go for the flash take. That's what you risk when you run through that smoke. Then you just try and change up the details. You change the pattern up, so it gets really difficult for SK to predict. But here we go, Kirby double, and again, it's that crossfire. And Kirby, MSL just tearing it up. He loses his teammate. Nice flash, but then he gets the timing with the flash as well, so no luck there for Cadian. And while Kirby, solid round for him. 3 kills, just holds the line. They can't even get up there. And now, SK with no plant to work with means that, yeah, it's going to be an eco round for them unless they decide to force. That just wouldn't make sense, though. They should just eco and cross their fingers, go for like an apartments play, something like that. Just hope that they can YOLO onto that site and get a plant.
Yeah, they have bought a single flashbang as well, so maybe leave Cadian in middle and then everyone else goes second mid, pop flash into middle and just try and see what you can do. That would be a fairly reasonable play, but they're actually all going to just train, see if they can maybe rush up banana, and MSL is here ready to receive them. He instantly falls back and Kirby's there with the follow-up Molotov, so no chance to chase him down. And look at AZ. He sees an opportunity and takes it.
Yeah, he wants them frags. It's been a bit quiet over on that A site. And well, yeah, this is just, whoa, nicely done. Config and Maudie as well. There we go, getting a little bit back. And now they can actually work their way up onto the A site. The only problem is Bomb is dropped practically on top of the B site. They're in just the wrong place. So Kirby gets dropped down to 12 HP, and it's going to be down to Config now. And Config really just hoping to catch somebody out of position. Wants to get that backstab in if possible. Just make it a little bit more expensive here for Dignitas. If Dignitas can keep the 3 players alive, this is solid work from them. But if they lose an additional one here to Config, this is going to be a bit of a problem for their economy.
Yeah, 45 seconds, so he could definitely find an opening. I'm not sure if they realized that he snuck back here. Kirby actually thinking that that might be an option, but also not entirely sure. Config did he see it? No, he didn't. Oh no. He's gonna check anyway. This is very impressive. I have no idea how that works. Gonna be running right in, sprays down a second player, and now it's a 1 versus 1. 25 seconds. If you could just get that bomb. Pip is back there with the AWP. Maybe not the best weapon for it, and the Molotov might just keep him occupied here. He gets a little bit of damage through, but Config picks up the bomb, and now it's 15 seconds. This is very impressive. Triple kill so far, and he's back here putting it in. Pip not quite sure. It's gonna go down. This would be an insane clutch. 20 more bullets here in the M4A1, and Pimp is coming a little bit closer. Config peeking around and gets a headshot on Pimp, and that's going to be the clutch. Amazing play coming out here. 1 versus 3, and in a round that they should have never even been close to winning. All right, then.
That's going to rock Dignitas. That's the second time now where it's come back to bite them, the over-aggression, right? They went for the aggressive play and an anti-eco. That's twice.
That is just, I mean, you're absolutely right, but it's also, I don't know, to play that, that requires something a little bit more. It's very, very hard to keep your cool throughout all of that.
I mean, well, we consider Config to be pretty much like the best rookie right now.
Yeah.
Because he's come out of nowhere. He's just now only just now getting lands, international lands. And he's playing at a totally different level than the rest of his team, it seems. He's able to just come through so many times. And in DreamHack London as well, he was outperforming everybody else. Like, he was the one doing so much work for SK. Really heartbreaking that they weren't able to go deeper into that tournament and that it was Copenhagen Wolves that ended up winning against them.
Wow, that was very interesting.
Yeah, Dignitas, that's the kind of round as well that can just wreck your half. Your confidence. Now it's going to be a real struggle for Dignitas to get their heads back in this game, and there's still a few rounds left here. SK Gaming, they could do worse damage. Nice flashes to force him back, but there's a man waiting, and there's 4 players on this A site right now for Dignitas, so if SK were to commit, 35 seconds left, it really doesn't leave them a whole lot of time. If SK, they need to commit right now, but there's 4 players here. This could be brutal. Dignitas, they have everything they need.
Look at the time as well. The bomb is still in second mid, being picked up by Modi at 20 seconds. Cadian with a really good opening, but because there's so little time and still 3 members on this bomb side, I'm not sure they can make it through right here. AZ gonna burn alive as Cillian picks up a good kill. Pimp still holding strong, gonna get the double spray down, and with 9 seconds left to actually make it onto the site. And Kirby now is gonna have to try and clutch this 1 versus 2. That's such a risky round here from SK, but it pays off.
And they heard the steps as well. They know exactly where he's coming from now. So Freeze playing from pit, they basically need to make a mistake now, SK Gaming. They need to peek out. They need to get impatient. They need to go and hunt for Kirby. And this is really well done here by Freeze, by both of them. Just holding the line, holding their crosshairs. And exactly, Kirby, with no easy targets to work with, he has to back off. There's too many crossfires that he has to worry about if he actually tries to crack onto that A site. But yeah, apart from MSL, everybody, I mean, that's just that was the risk. With 4 players alive on that A site, they still weren't able to react, Dignitas. Losing that last round really rocked their confidence.
Wow. So 7-5, yeah, I think you're right. I mean, and their confidence, but also their economy. 13th round coming up. They saved the M4, but that is pretty much what they've got here. We'll have to figure out if SK, I mean, SK could win that with a really powerful first half here. They might actually be able to take their first win of this tournament tonight.
With how they're playing, right? And against, you know, that's also the thing. When it's a head-to-head match like this, national, when both teams hail from the same country, there's so many layers, so many levels. They're just so familiar with each other's play. Wouldn't be surprising to see Dignitas fall to SK just because SK are going to know all of Dignitas' tricks. They're higher up on the food chain than they are. They study Dignitas daily.
Oh, Config and also a SCII opening up there with some really good frags. And Schneider, he is going to steal that M4 and wants to go aggressive behind it. The bomb is right in front of him here, but Config lands the second headshot. And he's going to let him pass. He sees that pack on his back, so kind of has to take him down. Can't really let him go. And now Schneider, he's got the kill, yes, but it's very hard for him to actually do anything to hold on here. It's good that MSL has shown up. Schneider sprays down one more player, and MSL doing as much as he could there, I think. SK still going to win the round, but at least it was expensive.
Yeah, at least they made it. Exactly. They had a little bit of an impact. Still the money on SK to buy, though. And now this is it. Dignitas, 14th round. They're just going for the buy as well, but they're so light. It's light on the nades. They do actually get the M4s, though. So this is it, though. I mean, of all the rounds, this is going to be the one that really just turns it over. SK, though, can they actually just press up? I mean, right now, SK have been doing a pretty good job. Look at Dignitas, the way that they've decided to actually start playing this as well. There's no longer that aggression, the seeking, you know, bottom B control and trying to deny banana. Dignitas are just sitting back, super passive, playing from the site.
MSL could have been a good angle there, but Modi just a bit too quick with the AK. Another good opening here for the terrorist side. Schneider going to peek 3 people here. Is there going to be a flashbang to help him? No, they're going to double peek instead and even trade. That's about as well as it could have gone there. Schneider could have peeked on his own and just died, but the timing was such they just trade kills and still 3 versus 4 favoring SK.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that there wasn't an extra man there from SK. With Schneider shooting into the wall like that, the man watching should have spotted that and said, wait a second, guys. But Madi is just manhandling the defense on this B side. MSL and Kirby both gone. He's got time for the smoke. Bomb is making its way up here as well, and this is going to completely shatter Dignitas. SK should actually be just out and hunting at this point. Make sure they can get both of these guns off of the defense. They're not going to have anything to work with Dignitas in the next round unless they can hold on to both of these guns. This is it. Yeah,
and Modi hears you as well. He's already out there, a Cillian too, so pretty much I think that's the smartest choice right now. We're going to go into the 15th round, but it will be 9-5 in favor of SK. Now it's just a question of whether AC and Pimp can hold on to what they got. And Modi, look at this. One more kill, just ready for it. I mean, again, the question I keep coming back to is, are Modi and Freeze going to sort of, are they going to really try and get back in here? Because the kind of plays they're making and the kind of focus that they're showing in some of these rounds, it sort of does smell a bit like someone who's been spending a little bit more time with the game. Interesting.
I could agree with that, definitely. He just has enough for FAMAS, yeah, Kirby. I mean, no nades. It's all Schneider now, and that's because he was able to hold on to his gun. But we are seeing more confidence, it seems, out of Freeze as well. Like he is taking these fights that I think he would have struggled with, well, hell, even 6 months ago.
I mean, for a lot of 1.6 Opus, the transition into global offensive has been really tough. But I mean, for someone like Modi, could definitely work out. Another crouch in to drop MSL. Kirby going to come in for it. Another headshot for Modi. He might not expect a third person, and he's going to get killed by Schneider. But still, that's such good work. And they should know there's only 2 people on this bomb side as well. AC down to 19 already.
Yeah, and they're already falling back. Very quick call there by Cadian, taking advantage of the information gained. They have to be careful of the backstab that's going to be coming down bottom banana. That is Pimp trying to push in, but this is all down. I mean, Pimp, no, it's Schneider, rather, trying to push in. He might be able to get the timing here, and they are getting bogged down, SK. He runs out of bullets? Okay, he at least gets the kill. For a second there, I was about to say, you know, that would have been shameful.
And there we go. Dignitas will win it back by a slightly crazy move by Schneider. You know, that's the sort of thing you could do in a round like that one, but a lot of rounds. If you try and go that quick on the rotation through Banana, you're going to get caught by someone waiting there. And I think Schneider did the right move. It's like I have to do this because otherwise my teammate's going to get run over. So pretty good job on his part here. 9-6 in favor of SK as we go into the second half. Still a very impressive scoreline for them. Some very impressive individual play. I mean, Muddy's openings on Banana they've been legit.
And that's where MSI has to be really frustrated. As soon as they stop contesting Banana, as soon as they start giving up a little bit more control to SK, that was the shift. It was just that eco clutch made by Config that turned the tide completely for his team. And, you know, ever since we said that name, really, actually, it fired. I mean, not only did it break Dignitas' morale, but then SK Gaming, like the rest of them, all just got so fired up after that Madi comes alive. Freeze continues to do good work. It's really refreshing to see. Those are the kinds of plays that really just turn everything on its head. And well, now, I mean, we're just kind of waiting for things to tick over. But, I mean, it's not to say that Dignitas aren't capable of coming back into this map in a meaningful way.
They could. I mean, if you done the pistol round and the following rounds, then we're back at 9-9. And if they win that important fourth round, there's definitely still a chance. I can't call this over just yet, but it's still a bit, I think, a little bit concerning for Dignitas. They did try a lot of different things, and I think some of the rounds that were won here, especially like those openings from Modi there, hard to do a lot about that, really.
He actually has a loud mouth. And AC is like the most meek guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, very calm, very relaxed. You're right. I wonder what kind of pistol round we're going to be seeing out of the Dignitas team here. If they're going to have something special planned. I mean, this is kind of it's a good time to pull out something a little bit unorthodox because you do really need it at this point. So maybe it could be fun to see them go for like an apartments rush or something like that. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I kind of want to just see them. I mean, the way back into this game is for them to just reestablish control and get some confidence back. So, like, right now, maybe just go for some kind of brute force tactic. That's going to be a bit hard to do when we've got 2 HEs picked up on SK's side. Those anti-rush nades that could just go flying out and ruin Dignitas if they go too aggressive. And all of them look like they're going to go straight up Banana. And 3 players here for SK Gaming as well, stacked up on the B site. This could be really brutal here for Dignitas.
Yeah, and look at the information play. Modi knows as well. He made the jump in middle. He was up in apartments. Now look, he's checking everywhere. Modi has got so much information right now. He's really playing this one for his team. That's very, very smart. And you're right. If are they going to circle back? They will actually manage to escape Modi's eyes there in second mid. And Cadian now falling back. What a strange round.
I'm not sure if he's picked up on the fact, like how many people actually went up mid, but then they come all the way back around towards B. What is this pistol round? This is all off of information. Madi's calling, okay, we didn't see anybody, but then Cadian as well didn't actually spot anybody trying to push up mid. There we go. He catches out Kirby, but this is pretty much it. They're going to be caught in a vice, Dignitas. Madi's going to be right on top of them.
This is completely ridiculous. It turns out in their favor anyway, and here comes Muddy. Instant running headshot takes down one. He goes for more. He's going to get the double, but now they fight it back at AC. Still alive back here with 39 seconds and looking for a 1 versus 2. The bomb is down, yes, but he's got a little bit of space to see if he can actually work it out. Config trying to fight it out with him so far. They should really just stay hidden and play the clock right now, and that's what they're doing. Yeah,
they've got him boxed in. Because Cadian is still holding over in CT exactly through construction, and now it comes down to Config. He's just got to hit that timing right. Now they've got that line as well. Cadian, he's going to hear those steps, and the bomb is trying to get picked up. Cadian taking a lot of damage, but AC just looking to see if he can't, find the new box guy. That was it. He was just desperate to find a kill, turn it into a 1v1, some kind of situation that he can win, but very cool heads there on SK Gaming's side. And that's pretty much going to break Dignitas, I think. I don't know if they can come back from that sort of loss.
No, anyway, they might not know yet how badly they got outplayed, but the fact that they were found out running into that bomb site, it could have. If they just rushed A, I mean, they couldn't know in the return. But if they had at that point just made the call, that would have been very upsetting for SK.
Yeah, it just kind of works in SK's favor. And so now, well, I mean, they do manage to dodge the early anti-rush nades, the early HEs, so that's all right, but still smokes, and Asilian's got that incendiary as well, just waiting to see if they're going to try and rush on through. They do have the smokes and the flashes as well. Molotov even for oranges, so this is a full execute coming out from Dignitas, but the spray is there, and a double barbecue kill for Asilian. He's even got the MP9. He's just going to make more money. He gets taken out in the end. They finally get revenge, but that was a solid hold. The guy holding an MP9 dies. SK Gaming, they don't care.
Crispy Danes there. Smell of bacon in the air.
I was about to say.
All that stuff. 11-6, and we're going to be moving into the third round, second half here. And I question whether or not Dignitas have the fortitude to make it back here. I mean, they're all even on kills. This isn't a result of any sort of one person horribly underperforming. Usually maybe we see Pimp go a little bit more crazy, but it feels like SK have showed up a lot more warmed up for this match, whereas Dignitas are just sort of like strolling in and being like, oh, should be fine, no problem, right? And it's turned out to be a big problem.
Now it's going to be a slaughter. Exactly. Freeze taking a little bit of damage, but that crossfire is just too strong. Cadian, Freeze, they're just splitting it up, and now it's going to be AC once again, all by his lonesome, 34 HP. Another kill for Freeze, even more money in his pocket. 2 kills, and he's going to be able to just, well, skip his way to an op if he wants it. 7 grand. And Freeze. Wait, does Madi hold on to the MP7? Is he going apartments? He's probably going apartments.
Yeah, I mean, you can make that work. I would always say it's a bit of a risk, but sure, if you get a kill like that, it's always a good time. 12-6 here. SK Gaming doubling the round score of Dignitas. It's the first buy round for the SCII now in the second half, and Modi's going to be close here. MP7, and he wins the fight against Schneider, and can even go down and pick up that AK, so Modi's just hitting a good level right now.
And he even saves his smoke as well. Doesn't overcommit. Doesn't make any kind of wasteful move. Smoke comes sailing in, as we saw from Quad there. Now it's going to be Cadian holding this line. They're going to face. He trades 1 for 1. That was the best case scenario for him. Had he died without getting anybody back, that would have been real tough for his team. But now at least they've got MSL kind of pinned down here, and Arch, Freeze trying to spray him down, and SCII going for the backstab, but Freeze going to get the job done on his own.
Bomb will be planted, and Kirby and AC are still in the position where they can actually do some damage in this round, but they got to be careful about the flank that's coming behind them, which is a little while away. It's actually a little bit scary because the bomb is going to be ticking for quite a while. Config is going to be there, and AC hiding in the corner, while Kirby taking care of the pit and library area. Smoke goes up again, AC goes down, and now Kirby in a lot of trouble. They're coming in from both angles, but he's going to get down Config. Still 2 more to go. That bomb is so far ticked, though. He might just be able to get 1 kill here and seal the round. When are they going to try for that defuse? That's a headshot mid-air, and Kirby gets the 1 versus 3, ends up with a quad kill, and the Dignitas barely winning that round. It was a time issue at the end there for SK.
That's exactly what it came down to. And I'm really surprised that they were actually able to get up on that site, and how long it took to actually deal with MSL. That kept SCII pinned down. Freeze wasn't able to help on short, so it was only the Pitman basically there to stop that push coming up from Dignitas. It all worked out pretty nicely there with MSL. MSL was the key. The fact that he kept 2 players focused on him for so long, that allowed his team to get up on that site. It was very well done by the in-game leader for Team Dignitas. But this is the make or break moment for Dignitas, because now they've just invested everything into this round. If they lose it, they're going to be right back to pistols, and we should see SK Gaming picking up this game. But Kirby wins the duel versus Madi.
Yeah, he almost got stabbed with the M4 there, but just wasn't enough for the kill. Still, look at the damage that's been output here to Dignitas. Modi will know that he hit that headshot, so he'll definitely relay that one is on very low health here. The question is, are they going to be going for it? They certainly have a good chance here if they try for it. But SK, they're not getting many openings. Dignitas just staying hidden, and Kirby walking up from behind, and this is going to end the round. He sprays down 1, and Config going to drop as well. Great round from Kirby. Triple kill. 2 of them with only 9 or 8 health there. And Dignitas, yeah.
And it looks like they want to keep up the pace, Dignitas. He had the option to save the op. Certainly asking Pimp if he wants him to save it for him, but looks like they want to stay on the rifles. They've got a good bead. They've got a good read on SK Gaming's economy. Stay on the rifles. Don't risk getting rushed down. MSL even goes for a MAC-10. Yeah, Dignitas are starting to feel it again here. SK, this is where it's going to start getting pretty difficult. It's going to turn into the grind. Can they keep their composure and just go round for round here versus Dignitas? But look at this stack. Actually, this could work out pretty nicely.
Oh, grenades coming out. MSL closed the MAC-10. Not going to be good enough here. Pimp and AC resuming the spray and getting some good kills in here. And that might just be it. SCII, last man left in the stack. And, I mean, what could he really do at this point? Looking to do some damage and almost gets a kill on Kirby.
They're actually just going to hunt him, aren't they? No? Wow. I'm kind of surprised. You would think that Dignitas would just kind of barrel up there, considering I mean, considering they have, well, actually they're a little low on Kirby and AC. I guess they just want to play it safe. They know where this guy is playing from now. There's really no hope for SCII to win this round. So if Schneider had been there with the full HP or Pimp taking point,
yeah,
they probably would have just hunted him. Mac 10, and wow, that couldn't be worse. That actually, poor SCII. That's just where you gotta like shake your head. You're like, okay, well, you know, no luck for me this time.
Wasn't my turn. AWP on Freeze. Exciting if you're watching the last game, because they did hit some good shots with it. We'll see. Actually, they're going to switch it over to Cadian, so maybe Freeze is not feeling confident on Inferno. That does happen to some AWPers, so that's an interesting switch. It's not even that Cadian was spawned particularly close to middle, but still, he's going to be in charge of AWPing, I guess. CT side.
Let's say Cadian. Yeah, perfectly timed on the flash, so it's going to allow Dignitas to just force him off that angle, and he doesn't decide to peek. Not going for a JW or a Kenny approach. Just decides to play safe, a la Kucher, and hold the angle. Although, that's more of a Kenny style as well these days. At least on Inferno.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen too many crazy Kenny moves, but Config up on the coils here, and so this is a really important round for both teams. I feel like if Dignitas pick this one up, then SK, like the frustration, and also especially being a new team, might be a little bit hard to hold on to it. And also because I think you know, going back to Freeze again, he is one of those players, and Modi too, that they will sort of complain and point out, you know, mistakes and stuff like that. So
True.
I think the team morale could be disrupted a bit if they lose too many rounds here.
That was actually a remarkable shot by Cadian, very quick on the trigger. But AC finds a headshot on SCII somehow. Was that through the smoke? He must have been up on the cart, found the angle. And well, now 4-on-4 situation, light on the nades here, SK Gaming. They don't necessarily have everything they need. Nicely timed flash that's going to force Config to fall back, but he's going to be able to pick up the kill, and I think Cadian got a 2-for-1.
Wow,
Only
yes, he
way.
did.
Okay then, Cadian, that's how it works.
That's ridiculous. Schneider, gotta wonder how that failed. 9 seconds here. He kind of just has to die at this point. When wants to take someone with him, turning around. He's gonna get Cadian, goes for a second spray, drops Config. He has not got the time for the bomb, but he might be able to live out the round and at least get the bomb down for the extra dollars. Yeah, Schneider gonna survive the round. So interesting end, but still, it's SK's round, and probably in large part due to that double shot.
Yeah, that 2-for-1 shot, that was ridiculous. Even though Config, I mean, he still managed to get some good work done there, picking off the man in oranges. This is it's very direct. It's a very direct approach right now from Dignitas. Just group up, and that's kind of what we expect to see out of the meta these days. It's just group up and go in as a group, as a unit. Hope to trade frag, but I guess if you line up against an op, sometimes, you know, just things don't work out for you at all. Curious to see if Modi's going to have more luck going into holding apartments this round, considering that duel he had versus Kirby where he got the headshot off, but then got wiped.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating feeling, obviously. If they win this round, though, I mean, Dignitas' money is good now, but it's going to be slowly fading. That bomb plant last round didn't really do much for them, so we'll see. Tonight I've been particularly impressed with Modi's play.
Modi and Freeze both, yeah.
Yeah, they're really stepping it up. And unlike on Dignitas, I feel like Dignitas is actually a team where very often it is down to like Pimp and AZ, maybe mostly, and Schneider recently, but they're sort of usually the hard carries on this team, whereas it seems like no one's really running away with a particular scoreline here on the Dignitas side.
It's kind of like MSL, right? MSL, oh, nice shot onto MSL, just kind of cursed him there. Good nade damage on Cadian as well, and he's actually drawing them back through, but he's going to get shot in the side. MSL, Schneider, and AZ, 3 huge kills, just wiping out the A defense, and that's going to open it up now for Dignitas to just, well, take over the bomb site.
And this is very bad. They only had, what, 2 members surviving thanks to Schneider being very annoying and dropping 2 people in the end of the last round, which means these 2 rifles are going to be very important. They have no money on anybody else. SK. Very ugly pattern developing here where, I mean, these 2 rifles are going to be what they have next round. And it's always a question of what do you do? I mean, unless they lose some here, which would be very bad.
This is going to be the key moment. And they lose the one. Config.
Wow.
Man, Schneider's just a monster.
Yeah.
Config and SCII and both gone to single man.
So I was going to ask you the question, Semler, if with, given they had saved those 2 rifles, what was going to be the play? Because, I mean, you can either stack them in one bomb site or you can go offensive, try and attack down middle, and just put the pressure on. But now that's all gone, it's going to be the Zeus instead. A double Zeus. Can we get another one? Triple Zeus, quad Zeus. Come on, Moddy. Oh. There's like an auction here going on. I was ready for it. I feel disappointed. Penta Zeus. What more could you wish for?
That's what I can wish for.
He fired it.
That's what I can wish for.
Oh, that is certainly optimistic.
That's all I care about. Config trying to get the shot in. He's like, okay, come play, guys. Cadian is gone as well. Good, another Zeus kid gone now.
You're just loving it, aren't you?
Yeah. No, this is good. This is good. Gabby, thank you very much. That's another one. All right. I just want another one bites the dust. Config now.
Oh, he
Don't
wants
go up
it
into
so
apartments.
bad.
Nobody's up in apartments. That's the thing. They know now, Dignitas. They know the strat. They're like, yeah, you want the close fights, do you? Good night, Config.
Someone could do like a little edit with like all your reactions to people at Zeus dying. Semler and the curse of the Zeus. Marty having himself a cup of something there. With the C set in hand still, of course, hoping for a single exit somewhere. Maybe more than that, but yeah. That's $400 invested into absolutely nothing, Semler.
Mm-hmm.
How very tragic.
Unmarked graves for all of them. There we go. And Madi, well, Madi has a soul. Okay, Madi, that's all right. Unfortunately, Madi doesn't get any kills here. Nobody going to go ahead and challenge him. They've already cleared out the apartments. They cleared out everywhere else. No reason for Dignitas to take the risk. So,
you know what the play should be?
No. Okay, what?
You hide at the corner with the Zeus.
Okay.
And when you think it's time to go, you fire it into the air so that they see the lightning beam, and then your friend peeks out. Because the terrorists are there on the side, they're going to be, what's going on? Like, yeah. Someone just do that.
This is like the hobo flash?
Yeah, exactly. when you only have $100, you can't afford a real flash. It works.
It works, yeah, totally. They totally get flashed by it. I feel like that's like one thing that'll just work once and then never again.
Well, Free's gonna go down, holding close to middle. Cadian charging through the flashbang is so good, but he can't follow up on it. And Asilian, he goes down. Moddy dies as well. It's back to 12-13.
No,
Dignitas, how are they still in this game?
SK, don't do this.
Don't
do this, SK. There we go. Okay, Cadian's got his op. They got nades.
Not like this.
Not like this. Not, please. I mean, Dignitas right now, this is just like...
You realize that that when we get like, virtual reality for Counter-Strike, we can actually use that Matrix phrase because people will literally be unhooked from, they'll be like, out of the Matrix, out of the game. It'll be great.
Unplugged.
I'm ready for it. Already I'm prepared for it. Well, Cadian is up here on Archway with an AWP in hand, and there is no orb on the Dignitas side. They do, however, have 4 people on Banana while a single person is covering or checking out what's going on in apartments over at A. Config playing by Coils and looking for an opening. Some shoulder peeking going on there, and he's going to get flashed in. Easy kill there, but then they're coming for him, and MSL will get the refrag. Yeah, and MSL's past the incendiary as well. Nicely done, though. Asilian not going to be able to trace those bullets on. And well, now the Flash, he's actually in a little bit of danger here. They don't push into CT, though. They're playing it safe. Fresh smoke goes down, and now life gets a little difficult here for SK Gaming. They have to start asking themselves some hard questions. Do they go for this retake? Do they hold on to the gear that they have? And really, they should, yeah, exactly. Don't push aggro. Just wait and see if you can get lucky with a shot. I mean, frankly, Dignitas, right now, do they have a way to go hunt effectively without just throwing away their guns? Not really. No, I think it's a bit of a risk right now, especially because we're nearing the end of the game here. So now an extra buy for Dignitas somewhere could be very important. Obviously, SK are going to be happy they could save what they have here, but that's going to tie the scoreline at 13-13. And somehow we... Is he boosted up on someone? Yeah, he is. Okay, yeah, because they took away that. That's what I say. Very sad times. I know, Zipnik's, man. Big salty tears. He had his moment of glory, and that was all it was going to be. Oh. It was like the one salty tear, I guess. Because he knew. He had to know. The end was nigh. Yeah, I feel very bad about that. I feel like it should be back in somehow. We need it. More pixel boosts. There are so many on this map, though. There were. There still are plenty.
Yeah, Sanders. Just next video. How to ruin your opponent's day. All of my strength got on me.
Yeah, we're overdue for an Olaf boost. Looks like it's going to be a rush out of apartments. Modi gets a kill but goes down. Freeze with another one, and Cadian picks up one. It's a lot of trading, and it turns out it's going to be fine for Dignitas here. They've got some health, and SK, they're quite far away from the bomb site. Bomb goes down, and they're going to have to scramble to get here. Molotov out as well to try, Flashbang out. Molotov still in the hands of Kiebu, and up in Graveyard. Gonna finally put it out to try and block off at least some part of quad here.
Not sure if the long man spotted where that nade came from. Yeah, I think they think it's pit. So this is, I mean, element of surprise is here for Kirby. He's got to be worried about the short man.
There's almost no time.
But the smoke goes down, and actually now it gets a little tricky. Yeah, he hears him. He heard SCII up close, and then they have the crossfire spray. One bullet! Oh my God! Really? Today is the day of days for clutch diffuses.
That is ridiculous. How does that not work? That looked like it was the easiest angle in the world. They had 2 people left as well. SK, I mean, if they win it like this, what is going on? Oh my God.
I don't even.
We had our share on train, but this is ridiculous. Well, I mean, from SK's point of view, this is a true blessing, isn't it? 14-13, they win the round just barely. Modi gonna get overwhelmed by Schneider, though. Just simply gunned it down up in apartments, and now SK need to figure out a plan to get back into this round here.
They're trying to play bravely, that's the thing, trying to bring it back. And Modi was hoping to definitely catch some, like, just one, because it's been Schneider going up there alone a lot of the time, right? So I think that's what's going through Schneider's mind. He's like, I can take Schneider, you know? I got this. I'll give my team the advantage. And then he was like, wait, there's 2 guys here. God damn it.
Well, 4 versus 5, 55 seconds left, and Config again playing, at least for a moment, a little bit alone there. Cillian is going to be back here, and he does have a smoke and a Molotov, so he could buy a lot of time still with about 45 seconds. If Dignitas decide to go B now, that Molotov is going to be very, very important. But already it's been sort of baited out there with a little bit of a grenade in, and the bomb is making its way the other way. So this is a really, really good fake coming out right now for the Dignitas side. They're selling it and making them use all the grenades that they could have otherwise used over here. Freeze up in Graveyard, still looking for an opening as they are rotating in on the bomb site here. Cadian picks up a kill. They haven't spotted Freeze yet. He's hiding up here. Finally, MSL takes him down, and easy with a sick headshot brings down Cadian. Oh no.
Oh no is right. And now, well, SK, they actually decided to get in here, see if they can't find a kill. Yeah, Cillian just darts forward, picks up that AWP. That was a great save. And MSL, boom, gets taken out. Now they should be able to hold on to their guns. So that 1 kill onto MSL. AZ's still going to get out there and hunt, but he's taking a little bit more time now because he's not sure if Cillian is still hanging around here holding an angle. But, I mean, can we bring up the money real quick just to see how deep in the hole SK Gaming are?
Bring up the money. Give me the money.
Count the money.
Cillian gonna get killed there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Dignitas, 16,000 at the end there for one player. SK, on the other hand, in a very, very bad spot here.
Count de Monet. Don't get saucy with me, Bernays. Okay. If you get if you get that quote, points, big points. All right. Well, let's see now. 14-14, we are going the distance. It is going to be 30 rounds, and it's a 4-spy here for SK Gaming, all based around these 2 rifles. And Modi's actually just got a FAMAS. All he has. Did he actually just drive by that? I guess he did.
Oh, Cadian, they're going to be close. They almost line up for him, but he misses the scope, and now he's going to go down there. Pip will drop him, and they're getting close. Dignitas just running into the site here. Config with an insane triple kill. How is this possible? He should have been instantly run over there in that corner, and now they actually have a chance to win around. Config is an insane player right now. I have no idea how he's doing any of this. Now it's 3 versus 2. Kirby and MSL are left, and Config is still not done yet. Going to put up another smoke here. Molotov's going to push Freeze forward instead of backwards, and is he going to make the insane jump? You know he wants to. He's going to headshot MSL in the corner, and now it's all on Kirby. 1 versus 2. And the bomb not in his control. He's going to take down one. Config wants to peek him, but he's got the bomb right in front of him. He doesn't really need to. And I don't think Kirby realizes, what is this ninja stuff?
Is he expecting? Yep, he's still... Oh, the timing for Config, and he gets caught out in the open. Heartbreaking finish.
Wow.
Oh, that's painful.
Tell me that headshot from Kirby didn't hit him over the fountain. I'm wondering if he caught him before he eclipsed, like before the fountain eclipsed him, or if the top of his head was literally over the fountain and that's why he got shot. Either way, that's heartbreaking. I mean, he should have never had maybe 1 kill out of those 3, but not 2, and definitely not 3.
Yeah, that was such a sick spray transfer onto the man in pool.
Yeah. What's his scoreline right now, Config? I need to know.
Yeah, buddy.
21.
That's the thing. Alex, you know, Alex, he'll never underestimate Config again. I don't think the draft really worked out for him tonight.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, 15-14 is been a very, very hard second half for SK. They did such a good job on first half, and it looked like they had everything they needed to run away and finally pick up a win here. They are 0 for 6 in terms of wins and losses, and might be 0 for 7 if this round doesn't work out too well.
Yeah, you could have that heartbreak moment. They spotted the man holding the angle, it looks like. Molotov going down into new corner. Dignitas, no reason for them to take any risks. Pimp, does he check Boiler? This is all going to be down to timing. Spots Madi, gets caught in the crossfire now. He has to worry about short. And now they don't want to leave this gun behind, but there it is. Schneider taking out Madi. That removes that threat. Still 3 players alive on this A site, though, for SK. And Schneider drawing attention to himself, but look at Freeze. He's just waiting in bedroom. He just wants somebody to walk by.
Oh, no. Bedroom on fire, Semler. Freeze going to be charging out, but Kirby instantly dropping him. That's a hard way to check that bedroom. Asilian now up on the balcony, and he will go down as well. 4 versus 2. Make that 4 versus 1. Config left alive. We've been hyping him all evening, but this might be too much even for him. So Dignitas making a somewhat ridiculous comeback, and probably going to be 16-14. It has to be. No chance at all.
Ooh. Okay, well, he's going to make Dignitas second guess themselves a little bit here. Still a 1-on-3.
They're just running away at this point.
He can pick up an AK, yeah. He's going to get one. But, yeah, at this point, I mean, he's got a kit. He's got a single smoke. And he's going up against the Triangle of Doom here on the A site. And as soon as he walks through, he hits the headshot on Kirby. Good night. But this is just too much for him to ask. Not enough time, and AZ goes for the peekaboo. 30 rounds, 16-14, and Dignitas, they deny SK at the end. Especially after that config play, we're trying to like will them to just drag it into overtime, SK.
Triple kill in that round, the ninja defused, there's so much stuff going on there. I mean, it's just a really, really sick player. I feel like, you know, it's not too often we get to see new people coming into the scene and doing well. People who haven't been playing at a sort of a pro level before, so exciting times.
That's painful. That is so painful for SK.
Yeah, I mean, the fact still remains that in terms of people who started playing Global Offensive really at any point, almost none of them will have had the time to sort of make it to a pro level. Counter-Strike's our game in that sense. It does take a couple of years to actually become good at it. So, yeah, especially if you want to play the pro level, it helps if you have a pro friend who can help you. If you've got to learn it on your own, then that's a struggle. Yeah,
it's a lot of hard work. Yeah. Watch demos, go on bots, learn how to smoke, flash, all sorts of things. I mean, there's so much work to be done. I mean, I guess one of the guys it's like the multi-gamer kind of style is Elige from Liquid, right? Coming over from StarCraft 2, putting in a couple of years, and now he's playing, you know, with Liquid. They're going to be in the major. I mean, it's kind of like the tale right there, the story. But
yeah, Flamey, I think, has like mostly been playing Global Offensive as well, maybe like a little bit towards them. But yeah, I think like we've got like a couple of players who've mostly been Global Offensive and haven't had like a career in the past. But still, it's definitely really tough. That was the second to last game of the evening. We still got more coming up. Dignitas, I think, will be playing again. And who are they playing? I forget.
Trying to figure it out.
Envious. Oh, wow. So, I mean, if this game at SK was tough, and they're going to be playing on Overpass as well. Interesting.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in just a few minutes, about 5 minutes' time, with that match. Dignitas versus Envy on Overpass.
second kill. Are you joking?
My name is JW.
This is Maniac.
Hi, I'm Shroud and I play ESEA.
And I play on the ECA.
And I play on ESEA.